Hey guys, so over the weekend, Donald Trump did some speaking events. I believe he spoke in um, Pennsylvania, Ohio, one of the two, and he talked about Nancy Pelosi's husband, and he basically called her an animal. He called her an animal, and he laughed about it. And I was watching Joe Scarborough this morning, referring to it as certain things that we shouldn't do, they shouldn't say, that this is immoral, this is wrong. And I will say, the last shooting, it's a Republican guy, I forgot his name. He was shot, I think it was a T-ball game or something. He got shot, and everybody pretty much called it wrong. That was immoral, that was wrong, that was a criminal act. And that wasn't, well, I guess he got shot by, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, I bet he got shot by a tranny. No, it was wrong. Joe Scarborough, intimated some of the same things that I've said, that you're basically defending this criminal's acts, and that your statements and the way that you're moving have influenced this man to commit a violent crime. I think that one of the most important things to take from it is this is Donald Trump. This is who he really is. This is really what fascism is. And as time goes on, I understand that really the animus or the focus should not be on Trump so much as it should be on people who support him the most. That's why I say you can't serve a sociopath, because you get dragged down too. Joe Scarborough, went into talking about some stuff Elon Musk said about it, that something strange is going on in the household, which is suggesting a homosexual act between Paul Pelosi and his attacker, which I knew then was BS. And Republicans have done what they do. They moved on. There was no apology. There was no, wrong. They moved on to saying he's an illegal immigrant, case closed. Legal immigrant or not, nothing to do with him following Trump. We stay on the subject here. I will say this: Elon Musk comments really kind of have shown me he is, or he's becoming, what I thought he'd become, which is he's a wealthy Caucasian. And I think he's a right winger. I've thought that for a while, and his comments, kind of give reference to it. But then boys got stuck in the cave, and the guy was helping them, and Elon Musk comes out and calls the guy a pedophile. Now that was ugly. That was a very ugly thing to say. And now saying that Paul Pelosi's attacker, that this is a gay thing. I said to myself, this guy could have took his shirt off, wrapped the shirt up, his fist up in it, and punched in the window. That happens. Dudes use it to protect their hand. Doesn't mean it's a gay act. I felt like then, as I feel now, that it was really a leap. It was a mad leap to that conclusion. Just like when Paul Gosar said that the Uvalde school shooter was a trans, and showed a picture of someone who's actively alive right now, after the police said this is the guy. I thought that was wrong. I thought that was, once again, that's your alternate facts. You are actively presenting lies, and you're actively presenting a false statement. That's not free speech, because you're in your official capacity, using your official social media to put this out there. And that person's life could have been in danger. Because not only what the idea of it is with the right, and this is why you can't unite. This is why the idea of uniting with the right, that you can't do that, because what they'll do now is anything in society that we know is wrong, they will try to connect it with the people and the things that they don't like, such as Paul Gosar saying that the Uvalde school shooter was a trans, when that's not the same person and he knew it. Or whether it's in this case saying that, I think within 24 hours saying that the Pelosi house, their home invasion was a homosexual rendezvous. This was intended for that purpose, and that purpose alone. And that's why when you're dealing with those kind of people with those type of motivations, there can be no uniting. Any uniting will be at your defeat, or it will be at you giving up some sort of power. It will be somehow you. It will be somehow you weakening yourself, and that's not. This is my point. Talk about Trump all day all night, but the people who cheered for him at that rally when he called Miss Pelosi and her family animals, those are the people that you should be looking at, and you should put on a magnifying glass, and you should worry about when you close your curtains, when you turn your lights off at night, when you go to sleep. Those are the folks you think about. Trump, the rest of these people, they're just trying to make money and breaking all the rules, breaking all the laws, all the moral guidelines. That's what it takes to do it, and that's what they're going to do. But overwhelmingly, I realized that, Joe Scarborough said there shouldn't be some morality. That, this was wrong. And that's why I don't like him, because he doesn't get it yet. Now, he doesn't have to. That's where he has his station in life. He doesn't have to. He doesn't get it yet. This is society. You got a bunch of people in society right now who don't care, who totally are uninformed and don't want to be informed and are okay. They're going to be asleep. You got a whole bunch of people in society that are literally sharpening their knives, cleaning their guns, and getting ready to go for a civil war. This is the society you live in. And there's variations to what I just said, but that's what you have. And that's what this is. And if you can't understand the danger of the Pelosi home invasion, as well as people downplaying it to say, oh, well, if he could get hurt and people get hurt like him and get off every day, and they can't understand the difference between that and a regular civilian. If you're dealing with that kind of society, you don't have a society. You don't have one. We're pretty far beyond that at this point. And I don't know. Thanks for listening.